Hey everyone, welcome back to the Man Cave. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is episode 2 of the knife build. Stick around and see where it takes us. Alright guys, so last time I stuck it in the vinegar and it cleared all the rust and stuff off it. However, I left it on the rag and it's rusted back up again. So I'm not going to stick it back in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it down, redraw the pattern on the steel, and then we'll get the grinder and we'll cut the shape of the knife out. Alright, so that's the outline. I'm going to try and cut it as close as I can because that there is the actual edge, that's the actual shape that it's going to be. So I'll try and grind that as close as I can because I went out and bought some new files and it's pretty much how I'm going to get it down to 0. So first of all, what I want to do is work out whereabouts the strike is going to be for the ferro rod. So I need to get my hole punch. Sorry, my steel punch. Alright, if you hear people talking, yelling and whatnot, it's just the kids. So what I want to do is decipher whereabouts I want this little notch so that I can strike a ferro rod. My kids are crazy. So if I'm holding the knife like this, my thumb is about here. I want the ferro rod to strike right where my thumb is, so it's not pulling the knife down if it's too far out here. So I reckon right on top of this ridge here, I think will be perfect. So we've got our mark there. What we've got to do now is go to the drill press. We're going to drill this out to about 8 or 10 mil. So it's got a nice concave. It'll be 90-degree angles, so it'll be sharp. So it's going to give a real good strike on a ferro rod. So let's go to the drill press. Alright, so because I'm using the crappiest drill bits ever, oh, am I going to get that? It's at my threshold. Whoa, just get it. Alright, I'm going to have to go through a few different stages. So we go. Okay, so as you can see, I own the world's crappiest drill bits, and it's not going to work. So I'm just going to grind out the shape. Let's go. Alright guys, so this is next day. I ran out of battery on the phone while I was starting the filing, so it was getting late and I didn't want to go in and charge the phone and come back out and do more on it, so I just continued to go and file some of it down. So this is what we're left with. That's the shape, so that's your blade and the handle. So this is still black. I've decided that that's as far as I'm going to go with it. I'm happy with the blade to be that fat, because I want it for a hacking and chopping tool. I want as much weight on here as I possibly can. It's not perfect. I need to find someone with a grinder, a decent noob grinder or something like that, so I can get all this nice and even. The problem I had with the hull, crappy as drill bits, like the worst drill bits ever. So I got the angle grinder and cut that out, and then I just got my round file and filed that out, so that when I'm going to strike the ferro rod, my thumb is right there next to it, so that when I strike down, instead of the gap being here and pulling the knife up like this, it's right on that pressure point, so you're getting all that force down. So that's why that's there. I'm quite happy with the handle there. So the tang, the scales are finished somewhere around here, but just enough so I can slip my finger down in front of it, and yeah. So I've still got to work out what the scale is going to be like, whether or not I've got enough room at the back there for lanyard hole. I don't know if I will, but we'll see. So yeah, that's it, cut out and ready for the next stage, which is going to be a bit of grinding just to get these lines a bit quite a bit neater. Not too sure where I'm going to stick the holes for the scales yet, for the pins. I still have some questions to ask some of the guys about that. So yeah, so as you can see, the lines aren't quite down to where the black mark was, but it will get there. So that's the next stage, and I believe, I'm not too sure whether the next stage will also be grinding the bevel or heat treat. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I've got to ask. So stick around. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'll put another couple of videos up here from the past, including part 1 of this knife build. And until the next time, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.